notions that was resident in Jain philosophy of ahimsa or non-violence. That, of course, is a long idea, long before it was made into a political. For 2,500 years it existed as a social practice until Gandhi turns it into a political weapon. So you can see that again it depends on who manipulates or who uses what is latent in society and makes it now, renews it or reshapes it, whereby you can then do various things at the present time.
Okay.
I mean, there must be in the life of Swami Bhagwan, Swami Narayan Bhagwan, where he does certain things, like maybe he rescues a cow, or he rescues a woman, or he rescues a child who's going to be put into slavery. In other words, his life must have be full of exemplary things that he did, which made him out of the extraordinary. If he was not only recognized by his guru or his preceptor, not only that he was very bright, but that he was God himself, for the guru to recognize that, Swaminarayan Bhagwan had to reveal him certain aspects of his divinity to Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj had to recognize it, and then not only recognize it, he has to have the ability to translate it, and other people have to have the ability to believe it. But I don't think that simply somebody else saying something, no matter how revered the Guru was, Ramanand Swami, that simple words would lead to that transformation. Swaminarayan Bhagwan later had to perform these deeds of a certain type that led people to understand that he was in fact the deity. Only then could his prescriptions be adopted. And it doesn't mean that he has to be like Superman and go rescue, a building or something. He may, through very small discrete acts, very often somebody is pronounced dead, and a saint or Swami Narayan Bhagwan, when the normal processes of existence are reversed, somebody is dead, he revives somebody. Then that would be seen as a divine act. Somebody who can't have a child is given a child, then that is seen as a miraculous notion. Obviously, things that can happen in normal course of life's experience, they are not remarkable. It's only when it's an extraordinary intervention that leads to this. And I'm sorry I don't know enough about Swaminarayan Bhagwan's personal life history to say that, but I can almost be certain that these things had to happen for him to have been elevated and recognized for the divinity he was. Right?
Now you're speaking about the gurus, and that's something that I noticed all throughout my travels in India, was this ideology of the guru and someone who's sort of a spiritual guide for you. How deeply embedded is that in Hinduism?
I think that the idea of the guru as a preceptor, is of course very, very ancient. Guru Shishya Parampara, which means relationship between the guru and the pupil, the one-on-one. It's called that. It's a Guru Shishya Parampara, means the tradition of the teacher and the student. That's how it's spoken of. And some even hold the status of the guru as superior to the status of the parents. The parents bring you into life, into birth by giving you life. They are the ones who biologically produce you, and they give you your particular station in life, the caste you're born in, the gender you have. Those things are done through that particular process. But there comes a time in your life very soon, and again, this is at the formulaic level. Everybody does not have a guru, everyone doesn't go through the same. But everybody ought to have a guru. And when the guru comes into, what is the guru doing? The guru transforms the individual, gives you a second birth. It is a birth that gives you a way, a path to lead the moral life. the prescriptive life of what you should do, shouldn't do, that is often given by the Guru. Most of the time, the Guru's path is not at divergence with the path that you're born in. The Guru, seldom will you find a Guru who is somebody who will say, now, if you're a vegetarian, start going eat. They will not attract that kind. That would be somebody who would say, I don't want to be a Hindu anymore, I want to go and become something else. Then, of course, the preceptor would be somebody who would take them across that way. So the idea of the Guru and the faithfulness to the Guru, the loyalty to the Guru is sometimes at the same level as that of the parent, or perhaps even superior. Gurus can come in many, many kinds of ways. Gurus can be physical persons, as in the case of any number of persons that we can talk about who actually teach you. Gurukul, which is now the term used by Swaminarayan schools, it's really a term for, in English translation you call it a kind of boarding school, whereby children leave the parental home and go and live in a boarding school, where they are looked after by sadhus and sadhvis, meaning celibate persons, male and female. But the Gurukul, if you understand it to its etymological core, is that you are the family of the Guru. Kul means the descendants of, the family of. Guru is a preceptor, teacher. So when you put those two words together, actually the child has left the home and gone to the home and become a member of the family of the Guru. So this is not something that is new. The new interpretation of the boarding school and the Gurukul that you visited in the summer, it harkens back to that old ideology, that time comes when the boy must leave his home, he must go and live with, it's mainly prescription for boys. In the ancient past, there may have been occasional instances where women or girls may go, but by and large it was a male thing. We find that in both the major epics of the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, where the princes leave their home and for X period of time they go and live with their gurus in the forest. Normally a Gurukul or ashrama is a place which is not exactly in the middle of life. It moves slightly away. It's an island unto itself. People go there to acquire certain skills, tools, competencies, and they return to the life of the common man, social life, equipped with those ways in how to be good citizens, good beings. And that is essentially what these Gurukuls in the modern way are trying to attempt, which is train them, educate them, make them useful instruments of society, and also very importantly useful instruments of the Swaminarayan faith. One of the whole precepts, the people who go to the Swaminarayan Gurukuls don't have to be Swaminarayan, at least as far as I know. It's not restricted to Swaminarayan children, anyone can go. I don't know if there's any religious prescription or not. Maybe Muslims can also go there, or Christians, or Jains, or Buddhists. I don't know that. But I certainly know that Hindus of all kinds are in these schools. And of course, like you go to a Catholic boarding school run by churches, or you go to a Protestant boarding school, or seminaries and schools, besides the general education which you receive, you also really receive certain religious